Welcome back to Good Day Stateline. American Idol is well underway right here on WTVO Channel 17. And we were so lucky this season to have a hometown idol to root for. Adem Dalipi made it to Hollywood Week, and now he's here to tell us all about it. Hi, Adem.
Hey, thanks for having me back.
We're so excited that you're back. Congratulations on making it so far on American Idol.
Yeah.
So obviously you came to join us a few weeks ago.
Yep.
You performed to us, or for us, showed us that you're a great singer, but I really couldn't ask you anything.
Yeah. Had to keep it low key for everyone. Can't spill the beans yet, but now I can.
But now you are here to spill the beans. Yeah, that was the week that Idol started.
Yeah.
So now we're through with auditions, we're through with Hollywood Week, and you were actually in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Which is incredible.
It was amazing.
And first, let's go back to your audition. So what song did you sing?
Yeah, so back in Louisville, so I sang in Louisville, and then I went to Hollywood Week. And in Louisville, I did Pride and Joy by Stevie Ray Vaughan, and then I did an original song that's unreleased. So be sure to stay tuned for that one. And then I also did another song, Can't Take My Eyes Off of You, a cappella. And so the judges gave me some yeses, and I got sent straight to Hollywood Week right after that, and I sang Way Down We Go by Kaleo.
Wow. So in the original audition, did they ask you to sing 3 times, or does everybody have to sing 3 times?
Yeah, they actually, so it's different for everyone, really. So they said make sure you have like a lot of material ready, because in some of the episodes you might have seen, there was this one girl where the judges were like, play that song again, we're gonna come up to the piano while you do that. And so it's kind of like more related to each different person. It's very different, the story. And so just so happened for me that they wanted to see the guitar first, and then hear some original music, and then they were like, okay, let's hear your voice. And
so it sounds like you got to spend a lot of time just like 3-on-1
with
Lionel, Katie, and Liv.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Right off the bat, you know, I walked in, and it was funny. This is funny, but Katy Perry was telling me that I have a really old soul, and she asked me, how many times have you been on this earth? And I was like, I've been on here twice. And, you know, it was really laid back. A lot of people are like, oh, you had to be nervous, and of course, you always have that like nervous factor right before you walk in, but it's a super laid back and kind of like more of a really fun atmosphere as soon as you walk in and talk to the judges. So it was a lot of fun.
And we talked back and forth a little when some of those episodes were airing, that you were there when Katy Perry was wearing this electric colored Katy Perry eyeliner and dress, and so I'm sure that you're kind of like, whoa, I'm here. Like, that would make me feel like I'm here when I see Katy Perry like that.
I was awestruck. Like, all 3 of the judges just makeuped up, lighting on them, everything. I thought they were holograms at first. I was just like, is this real? Like, wiping my eyes. But it was really cool just to connect with them and kind of see famous people for your own eyes, and, you know, just tell them your story, tell them what's up, and joke back and forth with each other. So it was a lot of fun.
And you're a big Lionel Richie fan, right?
Oh yeah, huge. There's a picture that American Idol captured me shaking his hand, and that is a moment that I would never forget. I was thanking the judges after I got my golden ticket, and I go to shake Lionel Richie's hand, and it was just like, I shook his hand, and he was a little bit taller than me, and I'm just looking at him, and it felt like forever. I was just staring, and I felt his essence. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And, you know, it's just like little moments like those that really move me to keep working. And just his comments too, he had so much positive comments and encouraging comments for me as an artist. He was telling me how he could see me going he could see me going somewhere someday, and as long as I kept working on my dreams. And it really encouraged me to keep grinding at music and just keep pumping stuff out.
How cool is that? He seems like he's really giving a lot of positive feedback this year.
Yeah, he's super nice.
So then you go to Hollywood Week, and how long were you actually in Hollywood Week?
Yeah, so we flew out a day before they started recording, so I was there that day, and then that next day I was there, and then I was cut that night, and so the next day we flew out. But before we left, we got some In-N-Out out there, because you can't leave without In-N-Out.
You can't go to LA without trying In-N-Out.
Yeah, exactly.
How fun is that? So when you were there, it was the solo performances then?
Yeah, so so they have lines of 10, they call them.
Oh, okay.
So it goes lines of 10 to group rounds, and then solo performance.
So you were in the lines of 10?
Yeah, yep. So I was in lines of 10, and I got to meet a lot of other contestants and kind of like make connections out there while I'm out there. And I have a lot of good friends now that I did a live stream actually a couple days when they were airing the Hollywood Week episode. And, you know, we just talked about the contestants, talked about our experience, and kind of like getting involved with the community, the American Idol community, and using it to your advantage. That's the main part out of all of this. Like, you could audition and you could go extremely far, but if you don't use it to further your career, it's kind of like another gig in the book, you guess. But
and you're young. You're 16.
Yeah. Yep.
So we talked about that, how young you are, and meaning you have so many opportunities ahead, including you can re-audition, can't you?
Yeah, exactly. I could re-audition. I could audition next year or a couple years when I'm feeling ready. And I'm doing a lot of shows now. This year, I'm focusing this summer to get a lot more music out, because I kind of had to put my music on pause as soon as I was reached out to by a producer to audition. And
wow.
I was in the midst of getting music ready to pump out and releasing, which Be With You Now I just released. And so when she reached out, I was like, okay, let's put this on pause. Let's focus in on American Idol. And so now I'm finally getting to zone in on my music and performing, and I'm actually going to be performing at Bite Night in Rockford.
Sweet.
So be sure to check out that.
I will be there too, actually, so I will be sure to see you. Where can we follow you? On Facebook, on Instagram?
Yeah, so on Instagram, it's just at Adem Dalipi, and then on Facebook, it's reversed, Dalipi Adem.
Well, we are all going to start following you. I already do. So
Yep.
It was so nice to see you again.
Yeah.
We can't wait to see what you're doing in the future. Thanks, Adem.
Thank you.
After a quick break, we are talking Thai massage. But first, it's birthday time. Turning 71 today, former Vice President Al Gore. Wednesday, we say happy birthday to a pair of actors. Eddie Murphy turns 58 and Alec Baldwin is 61. Iron Man himself, Robert Downey Jr., turns 54 on Thursday. And on Friday, the seamless ageless Paul Rudd is still looking great at 50. How is he 50? Happy birthday.